Hello and welcome to Game Quest. I'm Mike,
And I'm Tony.
and this is Cyberpunk 2077.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30.
Oh.
10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, because the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber-psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
So, Cyberpunk 2077. Oh no, why is the controller not working?
Oh man, that's a good sign.
Oh god, welcome back to Game Quest, ladies and gentlemen. One moment. Okay. Alright, that should have solved it. Cyberpunk 2077 is is a game made by CD Projekt Red. It started development sometime in the Stone Age and came out relatively recently. If you believe people on the internet with the incredible series of delays and all that. It's based off of the iconic tabletop RPG Cyberpunk series by Mike Pondsmith. And there's really not a lot to say about this game that is not going to say about itself in both good and bad ways.
Ah, good.
So, I like this, like easy mode, right? And then it's like, you look at normal mode, tools are supposed, it's like this stuff, and then you look at hard mode. You look at very hard. I'm going to go with normal, because I don't want, I don't want to spend 100 years beating my head against a brick wall on very hard, even though that can be very fun for me. It doesn't make for great viewing content.
That's fair.
And so we come to the first, not super major choice in the game. These don't affect things a whole lot outside of a few special sections, basically. I know I prefer Nomad, just because I really like the opening. Do you have a preference?
I honestly don't know the difference between all of them besides the fact that Corvo is obviously from Corporation.
The corpo is you leave, is that you worked for a major corporation, and it's the story of how you stopped working for a major corporation and started working as a freelance criminal.
And a street kid is just what?
A street kid is somebody who's basically lived in Night City for most, if not all of their life, and has basically always been a part of it. And the nomads are part of nomad culture, basically breaking loose from their clan, then ending up in Night City.
Oh, okay. Alright. I don't think I have a major preference here.
I'm not sure you'll like Corpo. I think you'd be okay with Street Kid. I think you would enjoy Nomad just for how it presents the opening. But it does not affect a whole hell of a lot.
Well, considering that it doesn't really affect a whole lot, I guess, like, yeah, Nomad seems like a fair choice.
Alright. And now here comes the part where we're going to spend 1,000 years and probably just go ahead and skip past. Catch you on the other side of the break. And welcome back. We unfortunately couldn't show the character creation process, in part because it took us a long time, but in part because we could not find the work safe options. So that's going to have to be something that I select in a menu in the actual game in just a second here.
Alright.
So let's go ahead and hit B to continue. Let's hope we don't get the glitch where basically no clothing renders.
Wouldn't that just be our luck?
That's a thing that happens sometimes. I'm just going to put funny visuals on the screen if it loads in. Okay, cool. It's like user unknown. There's V, as we've made her. Isn't she lovely?
I mean, she's okay looking.
Electric coupling module.
You said it was nothing serious when I came in. You said you were sure.
Welcome to Cyberpunk, yay. Feel free to disable hints. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe do that later. First... Okay, where the hell is it? Would it be... Yes, settings. Should have done this before the game started. I'm a moron. Okay, so... Okay, I think I fixed it, but we're gonna do something called a live fire exercise.
Action blocked.
Oh, you're not just gonna let me take off my shirt in the middle of the... Okay, fine.
Always look for another shop where they won't ask a lone nomad while she's hugging the border.
That's fine. Step aside.
What? Got any idea what to do?
I'm gonna bypass the coupling and break a hot wire.
Compressor will run on and on. Could seize up.
Good.
Did anyone ask your opinion?
I kind of like this car, though.
I mean,
Okay. Let's see what happens.
it's got style.
It's like I was telling you.
I also like the back her bobblehead on the dash and stuff.
It'll get me to Night City. I'll figure something else out there.
Right.
So doable? Sure was.
Satisficing that, not a solid fix. Might as well have used spit and duct
Aren't you a
tape.
mechanic?
worked. That's what matters.
Isn't that how Isn't that how a lot of fixes actually work?
Antenna on this heap don't seem like it packs a punch. Not liable to him.
Who's that?
You don't say.
It's the cops.
Hey, Mike. Didn't know you had a customer.
Rolled in a few hours past. I thought she'd at least called in to you.
Don't you sweat it, Mike. We're gonna hash it out.
What's up, Sheriff?
Don't you know you owe the sheriff a word when you pay his town a visit? To tell him what's brought you here. Maybe even over a cup of coffee.
No need to worry, I won't be staying long.
Didn't answer my question now, did you?
Guess not.
Name's Andrew Jones. Probably.
Nope.
I can't say that I have.
Served in Spec Ops during the last war. Silver Shoguns? Ring any bells?
I can't say that it does.
Don't like to get along, do you?
Eh.
You're asking me specific questions, friend. I don't have answers to them.
That a nomad vehicle? Might have expected that.
I'll just fix it up and go. I've no reason to linger.
Nope, you sure shit don't. Nothing boils my blood like a fucking strain. Where'd your clan pitch camp?
There's no clan. There's no camp. I'm here alone.
Ain't buying it. Nomads always stick to their paths.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Makes you an outcast among outcasts. Sure as hell hope you'll be on your way before long.
I saw a broadcasting comms tower on my way in. My antenna's down and I need a radio signal.
What you need's to hightail it out of here without another word. Ain't got no mind to see you drifting around these parts. Got it?
What do you think?
Hey,
Oh, we timed on this?
I mean, quickly, which one? Which one?
Ah.
I've made it clear. I don't want any trouble.
Then stop looking for it and hit the road quick.
I don't want no trouble, at least until I get a gun.
Okay, steer with left trigger, and right trigger is accelerate.
Wow, that kind of feels like it's boosted pretty fast.
Oh yeah, it's a nomad vehicle.
That means nothing to me.
It means I'm a badass.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna just accept that you know what you're doing.
What's the get out of cars button?
Oh my god, Mike.
Oh, you hold down B. I thought you just tapped it. I'm like, what? I'm pressing B. Why am I not getting out of the car? Okay, so I'm forced to play this with a controller right now because of setup reasons. And I've been playing it mostly with a mouse and keyboard, so I kind of know what's up, like in my personal playthrough of this game. So I kind of know what's up with it, like control-wise and everything. I already actually like controlling vehicles more with a controller, because you don't have a half-speed option when you're holding down W.
Oh. Oh yeah, I suppose you wouldn't, huh? Man, I feel like I'm about to get shot climbing up this.
Oh yeah, no, you get like, you suspect it. It's great that you have that paranoia, because it's a good paranoia to have. Also, please note, the guy who basically is the sheriff for this town used to be Spec Ops. That's how disposable people are around these parts. Also, you can see Night City in the distance is the only feature of note.
Huh.
Hello?
Come in. Come in. Ah, raised you finally.
Willie McCoy. It's good to hear your voice.
Fee. Wish I could say the same.
Why can't you?
You abandoned the clan. I can't help you anymore.
Never knew you to be so cautious.
Try loyal. Rules are rules. The system won't work without him. It can't. Nomads get the work in these parts because it's nomad turf. Wouldn't be a problem if you're still a backer. You should have stuck with them. Joined up with the Snake Nation like the rest.
Snake Nation can kiss my ass. I need your help. One last time.
One last time. Again?
I have to find the client with my payload, but I don't know where he is.
Right place, right time. You were there?
Of course I was.
Of course!
Maybe the client left a message. Could you check for me?
Sure. Last time, though.
Okay.
I mean it. Client's name?
Jackie Wells.
Buck Slice.
Huh. Actually left a message. He's waiting on a farm. Flicking you the geoloc data.
Thanks, Willie. I owe you one.
You do. Just don't get yourself killed. And don't
How are
call
you gonna
again.
call up that, call up the basic?
Also, that was a, I'm pretty sure that's a subtle pop culture reference.
Yeah?
Yeah, Willie McCoy.
That does sound familiar.
Don't mess around with Jim.
Oddly not ringing bells.
God, what's his name? You're making me feel like an idiot now that I've said it. Jim Crochet. He also did, he did a couple other songs like Time in a Bottle and stuff. But, he was one of those guys that was going to get super huge, but then died tragically when his career was really, really starting to take off.
Yeah?
Kind of an older person. God, I want to say 70s. But, you know, it's like the, Uptown has its hustlers, Bowery got his boss, like, 42nd Street got Big Jim Walker. You know that song?
I've heard it, but not enough times to remember it off the top of my head.
Okay, so there's a part where a guy walks in, and he's basically, and the song kind of changes tone at that point, and the guy basically comes in, and he's talking about how he's, this guy is like this southern guy from out of town. He shows up, and he says, and I quote, "I'm a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they call me Slim."
Huh.
And after he basically, I think he either outright kills Jim in the song or just kicks his ass. And then the song's core changes, you don't mess around with Slim, instead you don't mess around with Jim. Because he basically came in and dethroned the king.
Ah, okay. That's not foreshadowing, is it?
What? That Willie McCoy is going to come out and kick our ass? A random radio operator that exists in 1/3 of the backstories? Oh my god. Well, we got through the dreaded character creation thing. We're about to meet our client, and I have no idea how far into the episode this is. We're going to go ahead and call it here and then park the car.
Alright.
Next time on Game Quest.
Thanks, done.